I remember the day my principal at the time asked me to come into her office. It was May of 22, and we'd had a tough year. Behavior was difficult. Our state scores were not good, and she had come from the corporation world where they had done the 7 habits as a corporation. And she said, I said to myself, if I ever get in trouble in a school, this is going to help. And so she handed me the Leader in Me book. Just take it home over the summer and tell me what you think. And it has changed my life. I've been teaching 29 years, and the last 4 years have absolutely lit me on fire.
As we went to go visit other campuses, we were able to see Leader in Me in action. I think one of the most impactful things was just realizing that we needed a paradigm shift. Us choosing to live by the 5 core paradigms, choosing to see potential in every student, choosing to believe that every student is a leader, making sure that we're empowering them to lead their own learning. We don't have to do it all, and we shouldn't do it all, because whenever we take that ownership, it takes ownership away from the kids.
Leader in Me has prepared me for my future and others for their futures, because not everyone is always college-bound, but they're always work-bound. And here we have roles at Sory, and we have to apply and interview and find references on our interview sheet.
One of my leadership roles is to help my teacher with sending papers to other teachers.
I have the leadership role of MC, which means I call out names at our awards assemblies, and I am on Student My House team, where we help Miss Hartman make decisions for our school.
Well, they've given me so many different leadership opportunities, like teaching Austin College kids and going to a local Shark Tank to ask for buddy benches.
Leader in Me is great because it gives a culture to the school, and it's not just another thing to add on to your life. It's what we're doing. It's everything.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna learn. We'll be kind. We'll show respect. We are unique. We are leaders.
So when you're looking at creating a system that's proactive, you're looking at how am I front-loading skills for students, which feels like a lot of work and seems overwhelming on the front end, but in the long run, it lightens your load because there's less crises. We see less behavior issues, because if you have a behavior situation or you have a class that is struggling in behavior, they're not going to be doing any learning. And so when you're talking about long-term, about state assessments or academic achievement, you need to have that framework built first in order to be able to achieve those goals that you would have in academics.
With all the different habits, it's shown me what to do and how to act. And at home, I've learned my mom's side of the view and how it's kind of hard for her sometimes. I need to think win-win with her so we can both get what we want.
I think a lot of times we think of school and we think of reading scores and math scores and writing, but in a world where things are shifting, the job market's going to be changing, the nature of jobs are going to be changing, the important part of that learning is that they learn to love to learn, and that they learn how to grow into whatever challenge comes to them. And I think that's the benefit of Leader in Me, of teaching them not just to focus on improving their scores, but teaching them to find the skills that they have and how they can use that in any situation, in any challenge. It's not just about one person being the leader, it's about helping every person be a leader. And if that's the type of person that you become, then you're going to have success in whatever field you go into and whatever situation you're put in.
I want all schools to have this, because think of what our community can be. We don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what kind of careers we're going to have, but by golly, our kids are going to be ready to tackle anything that comes their way. So I will shout this from the rooftops, and I shout it to everybody that'll listen to me. Read the book, learn about the habits, and then ask to go tour a school, because it'll change your life. And it will change the thousands of people that have walked through these halls and will continue to walk through these halls.